Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, please make sure you go and hit subscribe. So today I just decided I would do a video kind of reviewing some of the tans that I have been using in the last few months, because I saw a comment on one of my videos in the last while just kind of asking me to talk about my tanning routine, but I actually don't really have like a very strict tanning routine. I do have a routine, I guess, but it's not like moisturize, exfoliate, tan, like it's not like set in stone, but I do, I guess, tan quite a bit. I decided I'd just kind of combine like my tanning routine as well as kind of reviewing some of the tans that I've been using at the moment. So all of the tans that I'm going to speak about, they're all Irish brands, and one thing that's great as well, which I'm like kind of really proud of to be Irish, is that all of these brands are cruelty free, and I think they're all vegan as well, which is great because cosmetics can be really hard to find like vegan and cruelty free. So when I can get three that mean I'm supporting like local brands as well as being cruelty free and vegan, that's always a plus. So yeah, I'm gonna jump right in anyway. I've decided the way I'm gonna do this video is kind of work from like price ranges and from highest to lowest rather than anything else, like rather than from like best to worst, because I actually love all of these tans, like every single one of them I like probably love equally, like all for different reasons, and I'll get into that when I kind of get into the video and speak about them individually, but I love them all for like different occasions and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump right in. I'm gonna stop rambling and let's go. So the first kind of brand I'm gonna talk about, and I've only actually used one of their products, so it's Bellamy Ante. See it there, I think that's how you pronounce it. Bellamy Ante tan, as I said, Irish, vegan, cruelty free, blah blah blah, said all that. This is like luxury tanning, so it is quite expensive. I think it's about €25, retails about that. And my mom bought me it for my birthday because she uses it a lot for her, or like when she's tanning my sisters for Irish dancing, and like I kept like robbing it and she was like, stop robbing my tan. So eventually she actually just got me this one for my birthday, and it is what it says, like it's luxury tanning, like it goes on beautifully, it's like it comes off beautifully as well. It's quite, I think every tan that I'm going to talk about has a very natural look to it. This one does especially as well, like you put it on, you look like you've been away in Spain. Like I don't think you get that like orange kind of tint from it, as where with some tans I think that you do, but this is literally you just go bronze and it's like gorgeous for that. So yeah, I think it's about €25. So this one as well, this is just their normal tinted mousse, and like most tans would go medium, dark, light, whatever, but this one you just leave on for whatever you kind of like want it, whatever. Like, so on the back it says if you want a light tan, leave it for 2 hours, if you want a medium tan, leave it for 3 hours, and if you want a dark tan, leave it for 6 hours. So what I'd normally do with Bellamy Ante is I'd put it on before I go to bed, and then I shower it off in the morning. Now I know a lot of people like complain with this and say like it ruins your sheets and stuff, but I just think that's part of tanning, and personally I tan every 2 to 3 days. So yes, my sheets do get ruined, but what I try and do is have a black sheet on my bed, or I'd sleep in, I actually have like a tanning top that I wear on the nights that I tan. So it's like, well, I have a few obviously, but as long as they're like dark colored, then I know they're not going to get ruined and it'll come off in the wash. So I just think if you don't want to ruin your clothes or your bed sheets, just dark sheets, dark clothes, and that's the best thing. Because I think a lot of people like get so wound up about the fact that like tan ruins your sheets, and I know that like I know of people who maybe choose sunbeds over tanning for like that reason, and I just think that's so ignorant and stupid. It's like, so what, you have to wash your sheets or like your t-shirt, you know? It's like, would you rather that or like skin cancer and wrinkles a few years down the line, you know? So I just think tanning over sunbeds any day. But back to Bellamy Ante, yeah. The only thing I will say is it does go on quite heavily onto your skin, so when you're wearing it like before you shower, it does feel almost like a bit moist, but once you shower it's fine. And this one does last quite a bit as well, so I think anytime I've put it on I haven't needed to top it up for like 3 days or so, and like obviously that's 2 like sometimes I shower 2 times a day. It depends, most of the time once a day, but so that would be like 3 to 4 showers and you get like a few days out of it. So as I said, that's kind of just their normal tinted mousse, but I was just having a look online and they do actually also have an ultra dark mousse, which I haven't tried yet, but I think eventually I will try it. At the moment I have enough tan to keep me going for a while, but I think if I run out of all of these, I would absolutely love to try the ultra dark tan, because I think since trying extra dark with other brands, like I just don't think I could go back to like a normal dark, like because I'm just kind of used to being ultra dark now. So yeah, I think I'll definitely if I don't repurchase this, I'm definitely gonna go out and buy the ultra dark when I need more tan, because I'm dying to try it. It is just a little bit pricey when you're only, I think this lasted me about a month, and I kind of kept it for like occasions, so like festivals and stuff like that, because it's a good lasting tan, it's a good quality tan, and it's also really natural looking, so that was why I kept it for like occasions. But yeah, it'll last you about a month. So moving on then to the next tan I'm going to talk about, which is a little bit cheaper than the Bellamy Ante. So it's a brand that I've kind of always been quite loyal to. Like I've kind of used them forever, just because my mom used them before she used Bellamy Ante. She used this tan on my sisters for dancing, and that is the BBOLD Extra Dark. So before I used the Extra Dark, I always used the dark, and it was actually crazy because for weeks I was like using the dark, and like it was just coming into like the summer and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, I just need a tan that's a little bit darker than dark. And then literally I had only said that to my sister that day, and I was on the way to work and I got an email inviting me to the launch of the BBOLD Extra Dark. So it was like weird, like it was crazy. I texted my sister, I was like, what the hell just happened? But yeah, so I actually got gifted this from going to the event. And for darkness, I think this is one of my favorite tans. Like when they say like ultra dark, like they are not like taking the piss. Like it is literally so dark. And one thing that I really find as well is, I think with some other tans, actually I think with most other tans, like even the Bellamy Ante, when you put it on, it's really dark, and then it does, the color fades a little bit in the shower, which is obviously normal. But I think where BBOLD kind of stands out from everything else like on the market is this color does not fade in the shower. Like you are literally like a whole new race like when you put this on. That's why I love that. And it's a little bit lighter than the Bellamy Ante. Like I found with BBOLD, like it is, this mousse is a bit thicker than, this is the lotion, so I used to use the spray bottle, this is the mousse. It's a little bit like more, like it's a bit heavier, but like it's fine. I find like it's a bit lighter than Bellamy Ante as well. And BBOLD, like I've had, like this lasts for like literally like a week or so. Like you can put it on and like obviously, I mean, it's gonna fade after a few showers, but like I just think the color lasts really well. Like you still look tanned after a few like days to a week of like not reapplying it. One thing they also gave to me in the goodie bag was the mitt. So this is their microfiber mitt, and I just think in comparison to kind of your standard mitt, like it's much better because it doesn't rip. Like I know with a lot of the other ones, like they kind of rip a little bit. So I think microfiber is kind of the way like all tanning companies are going when it comes to mitts at the moment. I've barely seen any of the older kind of ones like advertised or anything, so I think that's definitely the way forward. But they also just make the tan go on really smooth and evenly. The only thing that I find disappointing about BBOLD, but I also think this is kind of down to me and my skin, I have like dry skin like here and also there, and like sometimes on my neck as well. And I just find that like with BBOLD, like a little bit it kind of picks up on my dry skin, and the tan kind of latches to the bits where I'm dry. So like, and I haven't reapplied tan or like scrubbed it off properly, like I end up just looking like I have a disease a little bit. But I do think that's down to my dry skin. One of my other friends has used this, and she first of all couldn't believe how dark it was and was amazed by that, but also said that she loved how that came off. So I don't know, I think that also just depends on your skin. I think if you like moisturize correctly, like you should be absolutely perfect, it should be grand. And I think this retails like I know my friend said she bought it for $17.95. I saw it in my chemist in Donna Bate the other day and it was only like $14.95, which is a really good price for like such a good tan. Like, I feel like the way that I've used it, I'd put these two on a par. Now maybe that's because obviously I haven't tried the ultra dark in this, and this is the ultra dark in this, because I do prefer this one to this one. So I'd love to give the ultra dark a try to like compare it to that. But yeah, other than that, like, I mean, for an ultra dark tan, like $14.95 is so good. And I think if you're someone like me who wants to tan kind of every 2 to 3 days, like, that's affordable, you know, like that's, you know, it lasts as well. Like, I've had this, I still have like about half the bottle. I'd say I'll get maybe, if we were doing like full body tans, I'd probably get 2 to 3 more out of that, and I've had that for like over a month. Now I have been using other tans in between, but like I used that for like the first maybe 2 weeks or so of the month, like just straight, just that tan only. The other thing that it says about it, I guess, is that it improves your skin moisture levels by 56%. So again, it's very like moisturizing, and you can feel that when you put it on as well. So again, it's another one that you kind of need to put on before you go to bed and leave it overnight, which obviously some people are against that because bed sheets and stuff like that. I mean, you probably could put it on like say earlier in the day and then shower it off like before you go to bed, but I just think with any tan, for the best results, like showering it like in the next morning, like, is how you're going to achieve the best results. $14.95 or $17.95, I think sometimes you get the glove with that, but I just think that's a really good price for such a dark tan, and it lasts. I don't think it smells either. Like, I don't think any of these tans that I'm talking about like have a gross smell or anything off of them. So yeah, that is the BBOLD. So the next one I'm going to talk about is Cocoa Brown, and they were actually kind enough to send me like a few products, which has actually been so great. First one I'm going to talk about by them is this, because this is literally a miracle worker. Like, it's so good and you actually get so much in it. So this basically is the Cocoa Brown Self Tan Eraser. So yeah, basically it just takes your tan off, and like, it's so good. Like, I was actually shocked. Like, I'd heard 2 of my friends say to me, Grainne, you need to try the tan eraser. Like, it's so good, especially someone like me who tans all the time. And as I said, sometimes it does get stuck in like my dry bits. So like, my friends obviously noticed that and were like, you need to try the tan eraser. I was like, thanks guys. But no, I think they were just saying that like it had worked really well on them. So I was delighted when they sent me it. So they sent me a couple of bits, which I'm obviously going to go through, but this is the first one. So basically what you do with this, it's like, it goes on like a mousse. So you just like pump a bit out, like you put it all over your body and leave it for like 5 minutes. It goes a bit sticky, but then you just literally get in the shower, and like as soon as I got in the shower, like the tan just ran off me, like it all came off. Now obviously, like, it does say for places like your knees or your elbows, like you obviously have to scrub those a bit harder, which you will notice, like you will have to do that. But like, when I used this, I was scrubbing off my tan from Longitude, and I had worn like leather boots to Longitude, and it was like 26 degrees, and my tan sweated off in like the weirdest way. Like, I literally had like stripes on my legs, but I didn't even need to scrub my legs to get that off. So I was so impressed with that. And I think I saw this in the shop the other day, and I'm pretty sure it's about €10. So I'll look it up and I'll leave it somewhere here, but I'm pretty sure it was like around that price, so like very affordable as well. So then the next thing they sent me is their 1 hour tanning mousse. And what I love about this, and this is perfect for someone who doesn't want to ruin their bed sheets, because 1 hour, like, it does say to leave it for longer, obviously, if you want your tan to be darker. But on Saturday, I washed my bed sheets, so I didn't want to get tan on my bed sheets. So I think I put this on about 3 or 4 in the day, and then I washed it off at 11, and it was perfect. Like, it does fade a little bit, like the color I don't think lasts after a shower as well as like BBOLD. But like, that's mine showered now today, so it's still really dark. I just think the BBOLD, like, I don't know what the hell they have in it, but like, you just go like so dark and it just lasts. but this one is so, I love this because I feel like this is the perfect tan for someone who, like me, I often go to bed, and if I'm going out, I'll always have like a layer of tan on, but I always forget to top it up the night before I go out because I'm that bitch. But it's great to, if you want to like put on a tan and wash it off after a few hours. As I said, if you're going out, you wake up that morning, you forgot to put tan on, you can put this on, leave it for a few hours, like wash it off, and you look like you've a great tan. Because I find with some other tans you can't do that, and then I know what I've done before is like just thrown a bit of tan on and not showered it, and then you're just sweaty and gross for the night. So that's why that's really, really great. I don't think it lasts, like I think it lasts maybe like 2 to 3 washes, and it does fade a little bit, but like this is mine. So I think I put a layer on Saturday, and then I had a shower that night, as I said, and then I had a shower the next morning as well, and then I just put some more on last night, and I went to the gym and I showered as well. That's another thing that's great about this. Like I find with Bellamy Ante, I couldn't put it on and then shower and go to the gym, because like it would literally be like rolling down me, like my tan would be ruined. This is really light, so yeah, it doesn't like roll down you or anything like that, and it also dries really, really quickly. So like that as well, like I a lot of the time come home from work and put tan on then, and I hate when you have to wait for tan to dry. So that's why this is really, really great, because it dries literally so fast. So like I love like putting this on, maybe like walking around for like 5 minutes, and then literally I can get into bed straight away because it dries that quickly. So that's why I love that one. So that one is great if you like, as I said, like you forgot to put tan on, you're in a mad rush, like this is really, 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 really great. And I also love the color. Like I wasn't mad on it at first, but the more that I've used it, the more I actually love the color. And yeah, I think this one as well, I saw this in the chemist the other day, and this one is actually only €8. So again, such an affordable tan if you want to be like tanning like every 2 to 3 days. And they sent me the mitt as well, so similar to the BBOLD one, it is like microfiber. It's really good, it works really well, spreads the tan really evenly. And I think out of all 3 of them, I think this one comes off the best, particularly on me anyway, on my dry skin. Like I haven't noticed it stick to my neck, and I've only been using this tan for the last week, and I haven't noticed it stick weirdly to my neck or my dry parts in any way. So that for me is like a huge bonus, because I hate when my tan comes off gross, because I love tanning so much, but I hate when I look disgusting. So 10 points for like the way that that fades. The last thing that they sent me, which I absolutely love, so it is this rose gold goodness. So it's like an oil kind of thing, and I'm actually gonna wear some today. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some on right now. So and I think what this does is it just kind of tops up your tan while giving you like a really shimmery look. So I'm gonna put some more on here. Yeah, so it gives you like that real like shimmer. I'm gonna let that dry for a second. Oh, look at me, I'm so glowy. Yeah, so this, I think it works like a highlighter as well as like hydration, as well as kind of topping up your tan. So I think it adds a bit of color, but also I think it smells really nice. Well, I love the smell of it anyway, and it gives you that shimmery look, but I also think it gives your tan like a really natural look. So also 10 points for that. So I'm definitely gonna be bringing that away with me when I go away in 2 weeks, because I just booked a holiday, because why not? But one thing as well is BBOLD actually, or Cocoa Brown actually do a travel sized ultra dark, and I saw it in the chemist the other day. It's only €6, so I will definitely be picking myself up one of those to go away, because I'm only bringing like hand luggage, and as I said, I'm all about looking after my skin over getting a natural tan lately. So I'll be wearing Factor 30 every day on my holiday, and I will be topping up with the ultra dark like before we go out, because I just think in this day and age, like I'd rather protect my skin than burn and then tan. So yeah, so I think that's kind of everything. So I have nothing bad to say about any of these tans. Like they're all great for different reasons, like all different uses. So Bellamy Ante, I would say occasion wear if you're going somewhere like a festival or a wedding even. BBOLD is great for like everyday wear, nights out if you want to be like ultra dark. And I think Cocoa Brown is going to be my new like go-to, like kind of just everyday wear. So like if I'm just going to work during the week, like that's going to be my go-to kind of tan. My BBOLD say will probably be like my weekend tan. And I think that's kind of it. So kind of in my own tanning routine, what I do lately is I just use this. Well, I actually don't even, like if my tan goes really gross, then like say after longitude when it was gross, I use this, scrub it all off, kind of exfoliate in the parts that need it. So like the bits that get stuck to me, and then I'll just apply the tan, and then throughout the week just top it up every 2 to 3 days. And that's kind of my own tanning routine, and I love being tanned. So I just think if there's something that makes you more confident, like just do it. And for me that just happens to be tan. Like I feel so much more confident when I have a tan. So I actually love that I found all of these amazing Irish brands and that help me be tanned all the time. And I literally think that's all I have to say. So if you like this video, be sure to thumbs up and go and subscribe to my channel, and you can find all my social media in the description down below. And I will also leave links and social media to all of these tanning companies. So if you have any more questions or queries, you can either ask me on Instagram, or you can also message all of those brands on Instagram. I'm sure they'll be happy to get back to you. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video.